Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another NBA 2K17 Pro Am game. Today, we have come back with the lineup I said we would never run again. Me, Scomo, Walsh, and Josh. That four-man guard lineup that I said we'd never bring back is back. But, we made some adjustments. Walsh grew about a foot, and now he's playing center. And that's about all the adjustments made as they get an and one off that dunk. We are called for the foul. And now we're playing point out here, finding Josh, open for three. Bang! He's got a sharpshooter. We got Scomo at the small forward spot, point forward. And then Walsh is a paint protecting center, which I'm not a fan of the paint protecting center. I don't think they really do anything, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if he protects the paint right here. They got an animal. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the paint protecting center, as I said, especially since, you know, they might not be great on offense, as there's a turnover right there. They throw up a lob and throw it down. I saw that dude was about to pass the ball. I did all I could, but that lob just went over my head. I'm 5'11". I can't do it like that. I can't do that every single time as Josh throws it down right there in the paint. Tied up at 15 apiece. High scoring game. Actually, not really high scoring game, but I would say efficient shooting so far as Walsh gets the and one on that dunk. So with this team right here, is that's somehow going to be an and one on the jump shot. Walsh in the center spot is not exactly like Brian at the center spot. You guys see Brian in the center spot, he's dunking over people. And even though Walsh got that bucket, he's not exactly the 20 points per game kind of guy. He's more of a... First of all, this guy doesn't even have a mid-range jumper, but maybe he's more of like a 12 to 15 points per game guy. So we got to find the rest of those points somewhere else. And then we're running points, so we're doing our thing out here. Josh got his sharpshooter as we throw it in the paint for Walsh, and he throws it down. A lot of people just don't really think that I'm going to pass the ball in that situation. I don't know why. I always go in the paint and it's just like everyone's jumping, even though I haven't taken a shot so far this game as we get a turnover on the inbound. Walsh might have been a little bit too quick with the trigger. And then, that was some good defense to get back after the turnover, except they just got the lob to finish, as that's not really deserving of a turnover, but it's a turnover anyways. Just went off someone's head, and the lob in the finish, and we are down 10 points. These guys are about to run us out of their own gym. Thankfully, Walsh got the foul call right there after the block. So towards the end of the second quarter, we started making a run. Open for three, pull up, and bang, knock it down. And in the blink of an eye, we end the half down two. So that was crisis averted right there. The offense looked a little bit sluggish, but we're starting to turn it around. We just got to find a way to play a little bit of defense as we go inside. And Denny ties with the one-handed slam. You guys won't see me score too many points just because I feel like in this year's game especially, it's so easy to set up your teammates and get them open shots as we get a little bit of a crossover move. And last time we don't take a lot of shots, we'll still take a couple. That shots right there after an ankle breaker, I might as well take it. But yeah, I feel like it's easier this year to set people up and average more assists per game this year as we go inside right there. Just set up Walsh, and he throws it down in their face. And we went from down 6 to up, or down 10 to up 6 as they bully us on the boards a little bit right there. Unfortunately, they have two big men and we only have one. So just by sheer fact of that, as we take an accidental bad shot, but or actually, maybe it was a good shot. It was a floater right there. It worked, you know. It didn't look good, but it worked. But yeah, just by sheer fact of them having two big men, us only having one, no matter what Walsh does, sometimes they're still gonna get the board and they're gonna get the putback. And we get blocked at the end of the shot clock right there. That's actually our first miss of the game. Working on a nice double-double near the end of the third quarter. AI with the ball. AI eventually turns it over, but they give us the turnover, which is always nice. So now it's like kind of like a yo-yo effect right here. One team gets a little bit away, the other team comes close, and just keeps on happening back and forth and back and forth. We just hope we're on the right end of that little yo-yo at the end of the game. As you see, the point guard really has no business trying to shoot shots. That's the way I play, so I can't even say, you know, what is he doing? As Josh pulls up the three, looked open, didn't go, but Walsh on the glass also gets blocked. So now in the fourth quarter, it looks like we're starting to struggle a little bit to find our offense, and then they get that out of the inbound, up 5, and we got to make something happen quick. Thankfully, Walsh got a step and got the and one. Now, free throw shooting in this game is very tough because everybody starts off with a free throw that is below a 70, and you have to upgrade that through my career. You gotta like foul out of a bunch of games, go to team practices as they get the dunk inside right there. So you know, the foul shot's going to be a little bit iffy as we go inside this Scomo, and Scomo throws that down. A little bit silent this game, but we found him in a big moment. We're running the break right here, slittering through the paint, finding Walsh inside, but he gets blocked, and thankfully the AI gets the ball back for us. We reset the possession. Josh inside, scoop again to Walsh, and this time he finishes and puts us down 1. It's just back and forth, back and forth. Who's going to make the clutch plays? That's not going to go down. Oh, but the AI with the putback slam. We will definitely take that. They pull up for 3, and the lead, oh, wet like water, as my man Cash Nasty would say. And now we got to answer right back, but we get a turnover instead with a minute 40 left. They had numbers. They are going inside, but we recover well, and Walsh gets called for the foul, not in the bonus. That worked out for us. We get the stop. We look to go inside to number 27, who gets called for the foul, goes to the free throw line, but misses both, including pretty much an air ball right there. We would have had the game tied if we made both, so that definitely hurt as they go inside here looking for the big man, and we get called for the reach-in foul. Send him to the line. Hopefully he misses both as well. He made 1 out of 2, so I guess we'll take that. Down 3 inside and drawing the foul, and once again, the tricky foul game. We make the first one, but miss the second one. That would have made it a 1-point game, needing some defense here with 50 seconds left. They don't exactly have a go-to guy besides this guy inside who is getting locked up. They go to the power forward. I guess if there was a go-to guy, it was probably the power forward because he had an AI on him as Walsh. Oh, blocked out of bounds. That would have made it a 2-point game. We want to try to score as quickly as possible. Josh from deep. Oh, baby. That one was almost from half court, and it's a 1-point game. Frantic possession right here. Just can't give up the threes. We give up a 3, we don't have a chance. Otherwise, we're still in the game. We're playing some great defense. They drive inside. They hesitate, and the shot clock goes down. And it's actually the offensive 3. Not even a shot clock violation. They were just shook on that possession. That dude was open. I don't know what the hell he was doing. But now here we are. Down 1. 19 seconds left. Game on the line. We're just going to look for an open shot. Not milk clock. Throw to lob. And it's in. Walsh with the finish. What a ballsy play to actually go for the lob. But it worked out. They don't call a timeout. Any shot here wins the game with 8 seconds left. Going to the center. It's good. With one hand off glass with 5 seconds left. And now we probably get the last shot here just by virtue of the amount of time left. We don't have a go-to play right here. We're just going to try to find the open man and see what happens as Walsh inbounds, and it's a turnover, and we got to foul him right here. They call a clear path foul on Walsh. Back-breaking right there. They get 2 free throws and the ball right here as they make the first one. Clutch play right there. Second free throw up, and second free throw down. So now we basically got to get an inbound steal or hope that they just miss both free throws as they go down the court. We got a foul, and they call another clear pad foul. I don't really know how that's a clear pad foul. The first one, understandable. This one kind of sucks, and now he misses the first free throw. I'm like, of course, he's probably going to miss both free throws after the clear path, and he does. It's just like, yep, that's the way 2K goes, and now 2.4 seconds left. We got to get the steal. We do not. That's the clock winding down, and the game on us. We lose by 3. Had a shot to win the game in the last 5 seconds, and I felt confident we could do it. We got the ball inbound, and it was just, I guess, some miscommunication, and yeah, happens. Whatever. It sucks, but good game to these guys. They play well enough to win and stuff. They took advantage of us having the CPU power forwards. You guys can see from the stats, and I said it happens. Leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more 2K17 Pro and all that. And I'll catch you guys next time.